And we have our special guest here, Keisha. Keisha, we are so excited to have you here at the Valon. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And we're going to go ahead and jump right into the interview. Take it away, love.
Definitely. Hey, you guys, for those of you watching, listening, tuning in, my name is Keisha, or you could call me Key. I am a very good friend of Chai, or at least I think so. And I am excited about what I do on every day. I am a behavior technician. I work with children and adolescents, intellectual disabilities. I'm also a grad student studying psychology and applied behavior analysis. And I'm just your everyday 26, almost 27-year-old young lady. Yeah.
Awesome. That is so dope. What a great introduction. Glad that you joined us here on this fine Sunday. We're going to go ahead and get right into the questions. We already tapped on it a little bit, so we have like some Ubers and extra for the interview and stuff like that. So get ready for like some fun, interesting things that are that I'm going to be posting about. Shout out to David. David, you're awesome. I just need to, work on my Spanish. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the first question here. So, what do you love about your hair now that you didn't like in the past?
I love how healthy it is. I love my curls. I love the new texture of my hair. In the past, again, my hair was very damaged. It had a lot of heat damage, as well as like my hair always stayed. If my hair wasn't down, flat iron with extensions, it was braids. And braiding hair, I've come to learn, it does not. My hair doesn't do that well when it's braided because the braiding hair breaks off the ends of my hair. So my ends used to be very like unhealthy, very broken apart, and now my ends are on the healthier side. Like I still have some ways to go on maintenance, but it's much healthier than it used to be. It's a little bit longer than it used to be. It's a lot thicker than it used to be. Yeah.
And just see your hair, and I remember when you cut your hair, and then just how now, and what it's like. So I'm very excited for that hair journey. I know hair journey is not always easy, patience process. So yeah, just gotta love every step of it. Research, gather information like that, and have fun with it. I think for me, my hair. You remember my hair journey? I had braids. I was doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing. But it's trial and error, right? And you gotta learn that different parts of yourself and your body, and that comes along with the self-love journey and how that ties into it. But I want to backtrack a little bit. You made a comment about braiding hair, and interesting enough, braiding hair. What I've seen like a lot, and I'm pretty sure you've done your research on it, where a lot of times women are purchasing braiding hair and saturating it in vinegar, apple cider vinegar, to release chemicals that are on the hair because the hair is being saturated in chemicals. So what they do is they package it up. It comes from China. They package it up, and then they sell it to they go into African American communities, and then they sell this product in the community, and it's causing major damage to our hair. I've seen where women have had patches now because they had their braiding hair in, and it's causing an allergic reaction to the scalp because of the braiding hair. And this situation for you is causing like damages to your ends, which can out, and that can cause like hair loss or patches with hair. So that's cool that you know had that journey with yourself, and you were able to see that and now make adjustments to that, because it's really not good for your hair. I mean, I don't have hair now, but yeah, braiding hair, it makes your scalp itchy. It does all kind of weird stuff because they have so many chemicals in it.
Yeah, and I think that everybody is different because, you know, some people can wear braids and it really, it's not so much the braids that are making somebody's hair grow, but it's having your hair in braids is leaving it untouched and it's leaving it protected so that as it's growing, you're not, thanks, as it's growing, you're not, you know, messing with it or manipulating it for a long period of time. However, again, like I said, everybody is different because I've wore my hair in braids since I can remember. I remember being very, very young. My mom, you know, is braiding my hair and putting it up in styles. And it's not that my hair wasn't growing as it normally should because, you know, I would see growth very early on, which is very annoying. But my ends were breaking. And so wearing, you know, braids and synthetic braiding hair in elementary school and in high school, turning around and wearing a lot of like extensions as far as clippings and weaves, and then as a result of that, I'm putting a lot of heat on my hair. That heat damage, I tried to turn around and go back to wearing braids. I thought it was like, oh, you know, I need to go back to wearing braids nonstop and, you know, not putting any heat to my hair, but not realizing braids are breaking off my hair just as much, if not more. I think for me, braiding hair was breaking off my hair more than adding heat. Because in the last, I want to say, just I've been taking like pictures of my hair and, you know, just keeping like a hair diary to see what's working for me and what's not working. Let's see, in October last month, no, not October. A few months before October, I had taken my hair out of braids, like in August, actually, a couple months. Taking my hair down from having braids. And my hair was just like, I'm looking at the picture and my ends are just so bad. It looks like straw. And from then on, I just put my hair in a bun. I had my hair in a bun. I would just wear my hair like that. If it wasn't in a bun, I had it like tied in like a cute scarf or whatever. And in October, I straightened my hair. I flat ironed my hair really good. I actually did a press to it. So I added a lot more heat than I've added to my hair in a very, very long time. And my hair, you know, is a little bit healthier. It was, you know, it looked like it was flourishing. And then this next month, this morning actually, I washed my hair again, blow dried it and everything, and I compared it to that original picture in August, and I'm like, my hair is completely, like it looks completely different than a few months of not wearing my hair in braids. Literally just leaving my hair alone, bunning it up, making sure I'm moisturizing it, oiling it, but outside of wearing the braids, it's doing what it should be doing. It's growing and it's not breaking off. So again, everybody is different. Some people wear braids and their hair is so healthy, looks so nice. For me, I don't think I can do the average braiding hair you get out of the beauty supply store. Like if I were to wear my hair in braids again, it would have to be human hair or, you know, cleaning the hair, like you said, with vinegar. Personally, I don't, anything that takes that much work, I'm just gonna stay away from it in the first place. So, yeah.
Vinegar is a lot of work. You need an overnight process. And within hours of the best for night. That's just, yeah, like you said, that's a lot of work. And I'd rather just pay somebody if that was like the case, instead of me having to do that. But also too, it's just like what type of hair are they using? Are they using like human hair as well? And how did they oil your scalp? How do they treat it? Are they doing the process as well? So it's just it's a lot, I would say, but it's important because
Mm-hmm.
you see how you feel. You know, back in August when you first seen it, probably didn't feel as great as you do now. Seeing that progress with working on your hair, taking pictures, prioritizing what's important to you and your hair right now. That's what's important to you, and you can definitely see it because even when I got on the phone with you, I was like, wow, like your hair looks healthy, it looks great, um, and you see that difference, especially when you work it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just again, it may seem like it's a lot of work. Like hair for me always seemed like a lot of work, but I've always been good at manipulating my hair. Always been great at manipulating my hair from very early on. However, now I have the desire to be good at taking care of my natural hair in its natural state. So yeah, like even again, I add heat to my hair. I still flat iron my hair, but it's not. I realize my hair can handle the heat, right? Of course, if I'm taking care of it, beforehand and after, but it can't handle other things that are a norm in the Black community. And we think, oh, because we're Black women, that all Black women's hair is the same. We should use the products and we should use the same like manipulation tactics, and it's going to work for our hair. When it's really like you have to take in account that you are an individual and you have your own genetics, and have to like you just have to learn yourself. Like what works for somebody else, products that work for somebody else may not work for you, and that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or with your hair. It means you need to take some time to figure out what works for your hair. And like you said, it is trial and error. It does take time and energy, but it feels good um, when you have that confidence in yourself and knowing what to do with your hair individually.
Um, and I'm going through that process with my sister, and I'm telling them like, hey, look, your your hair journey is about trial and error, and there are going to be products that work for me that may not work for you. You know, you may have this same mom and dad and genetic. It's it's different for each and every day in the process. So I just tell them like, hey, look, more than happy to braid your hair up, but keep in mind you got to do the back end work of taking vitamins, drinking water, being patient, and knowing what products work for your hair depending on your hair porosity as well. So you have to do an assessment. And again, what a key thing you did was pay attention to detail. So it's just like, okay, my hair feels like this. When I put this product on, my hair feels like that. And knowing that difference and keeping a hair journal is definitely pivotal. I didn't keep a hair journal. My thing was I just tied it up, left it alone, and I just worked out a lot. So whenever I needed to like change up my hair, rebraid it, that's just what I did. Kept it oiled, and that was just simple for me to not have to like do so much work, and then I ended up cutting it all off. I put in all that work, and I just ended up cutting it all off. But that's definitely like a story for another day. I was but we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the next question here. What are some hair myths your mom or grandmother told you about as a kid?
Hair myths. Mm, for sure, like keeping your hair in braids is what's gonna grow it and make it healthy. And that again is I wouldn't say it's a myth because I've seen it like work out that way for other people. Not so much myself. Again, your hair in braids is not what activates growth. It's just leaving your hair alone for a bit of time, and not, not manipulating it in a way that may damage your hair. But for me, it being in braids was damaging enough. Also, let me think if there was any other. I think that was probably the only thing, because again, braids has always been a style that I wore on a consistent basis. Probably leaving my hair in braids for a long period of time is good for my hair, and that I think that is actually a total mistake. Not good to leave your hair in braids for a long period of time. I think you should be taking your hair out I would take my hair out way sooner than I probably needed to. But again, it would be because, like, again, I would see that new growth so fast, and then once you start seeing new growth, your hair is not as like crisp as you want it. It's not as laid down as you like. So I would, take it down. But I think I think that's probably the only myth as far as like I've been told family and also from other people in the African American community is just, keep your hair in braids and you'll be good, because it just was not the case for me.
Right, and that's why I'm advocating natural hair. And I know it may be like in that spot of like growth versus like it's not long but it's not short. Just find like creative styles. That's why we have YouTube. That's why we have Instagram, even TikTok now, where you can come up with like simple natural styles that's comfortable and cool for you, and go and be able to express yourself through your hair. But that takes confidence, and that takes time to like let go of that ideology of who you are with like different extensions added on here, and who you are without that, and being true to that original version. It's sometimes a little difficult because you see Instagram, you see media where you have like this standard of beauty, and that may not be accurate to what may trigger a representation for yourself. So it's just like you see, for example, more women modeling as BBWs, and now look up to that and be inspired by that. But if you don't have a representation of natural hair, wearing a fro, or just having like a blowout, you're like, I'm not too sure about whether or not I should do this for myself. I think one time at UNLV I tried to wear my hair out naturally, and I received like a negative comment about it, and from there I was just like, I'm never doing that again. And then I cut it all off, and I was like, well, here we are now. So it's the journey's different for everybody. Just embrace it and let go of that that need to feel validated by others based off your appearance. As long as you like what you see in the mirror, that's all that matters.
And not trying to rush your process either, because if in your mind you're trying to rush it, you're gonna get frustrated, and then that is when you're gonna start doing whatever you need to, what you feel you need to do to your hair to manipulate it to look a certain way. And short term it might give you some instant gratification, but long term you're going to remain in that loop of frustration when it comes to your natural hair. So like Chai said, really just enjoy the process, take it as like learning opportunity, better to learn than yourself in your own hair, and just figure out what works for you. You may need inspiration from other people, but just take that as inspiration and not so much it has to be the same exact result as somebody else. has had, because again, they're a different person, different head of hair, different genetics. So what works for them may not work for you. Realize it doesn't work for you, move on and try, something different, and pay attention to the details of your hair. Pay attention to like even the smallest detail. What do your ends like? How does the density of your hair feel? Pay attention to what products you're using and trying out, and then you'll be able to learn what your hair loves and what your hair is.
Right, it's a hair marathon. Okay, takes time, and even then, like made fancy now, later on. So don't knock it until you try. I'll say that.
Yeah, and this is really for if you are like trying to be in tune with your natural hair. If you really could give a darn about like the state of your natural hair, and you're just like, I want to look good, and I have to manipulate my hair like this to look good, and I am willing to do it, then by all means do that, right? Because I was that person before. I don't care about what's going on with my natural hair. I'm supposed to do what I gotta do, make sure this style comes out seamless. And there's nothing wrong with that either, because it's your prerogative, it's your choice, your hair. What I'm saying, or like what we're discussing, is more so like if you are at a point where you're ready to make changes when it comes to the state of your natural hair, or you're ready to take that journey. I want you to know it is a journey. Like China said, it's a marathon, it is a process, and have fun with it along the way. Don't let it stress you out, because hair stress is a thing, and it is hard. It is a hard thing to deal with, honestly, because it starts to cultivate your self-esteem quite a bit. So
It's how avoid that. Definitely does. And then you something that you regret, and then you may not regret it. You may just be frustrated in the moment. But you may do something that you may not like, and can't go back. For example, you may get frustrated and just cut your hair, and you're like, I should have just had a glass of water or something, like a glass of lemonade,
and chilled out, maybe a nap.
And now I don't have a hair. Like now I cut all my hair out. So take your time, and I'll say this for example. You know what? I'm not gonna put her out there, but it does happen. I will say that.
Yeah.
It'll happen so fast. You'd be like, I don't even understand how I even got to this point. You'll be 2, 3 a.m. in the morning still trying to fix your hair, and at that point, it's just like you gotta let that style go. Back to the drawing board.
Very true.
Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into next question. Can you? I don't know about that question, but let me see. What are your okay? What are your plans for your new hair journey? Like, what do you hope to accomplish? I would say your hair journey.
Just health, just the health of my hair, really. Wearing my natural hair down more. Not to say it won't be flat ironed, right, or pressed, but to rock that style, because I have been doing that within the last 2 months, and just like embracing my hair, loving on my hair, being gentle and kind, my hair, And yeah, like the ultimate goal is just my hair being healthy as possible. So, I definitely probably need to go to the uh, not beauty supply store, the hair salon, and have my ends trimmed. I would be like, cut as much of it off as you see fit, and then take it from there again, but like with a new level of confidence in my hair. Oh, thanks. Loving it.
And last question here: what do you here like that look like for everyone in the hair community or in the hair industry?
Mm-hmm. As far as like styling goes and manipulation, it seems like everything, ultimately repeats itself. So we just came out of a phase of time where, frontals and wigs, and that was like a huge deal, which I think it is still very much a huge deal. And now I'm starting to see a lot more women. And when I say see, I mean as far as like social media goes and media, which does drive the trends of hair. I'm seeing a lot more women go back to the leave out, like having leave out or taping or clipping, which that was something that we were doing when, we were in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it quickly repeats itself. So I just see it, people may be becoming more happy with their natural hair and having the confidence in their natural hair where all the extra stuff is just extra, right? It's just more so fun with your hair. It's not your key to confidence. You already have confidence in yourself and in your natural hair. So you'll have a lot more fun with all the extra stuff like the wigs and the extensions or the cool haircut. And yeah, I think just the future of hair, I see it being very more versatile and just more individualistic. Whatever somebody wants to do with their hair is it. They rock it, they make it work, and it's accepted by other people.
That was dope. Oh, I have a final bonus. What style are you looking to try? Like, what's something you're like, ooh, I need to try that. I need to run that.
This is totally going to contradict my whole goal of the health of my hair, which is why I don't think I'm going to do it. However, I really, really wanted to do color cuts, just like a short, like a bob, like cut my hair shorter than it is now, but into like a short bob and a honey blonde color with like highlights. So bad, right? And I actually made an appointment. I had made an appointment a few weeks ago to go and get it done, and I backed out of it because I was just like, no, I don't want to do anything that drastic to my hair while I'm still in the process of, my hair becoming its healthiest. But that is something like I can see on myself, and it's on my mind pretty heavy. Aside of that, though, I think with my hair, I do want to try out color, but not on my natural hair. Like I want to do color, like maybe a burgundy color, real bad, and it may require, a wig being laid down. But yeah, something that's definitely different than my norm for sure is what's next for me.
I can definitely. I just it now. Burgundy. And the honey blonde. You should go for it. I've seen so. And go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, I dyed my hair, and that was a whole journey in itself. And it's fun. Like you get to be wherever you want to be, and the sky's the limit. So, you want to color green or purple, or lavender, or a sky blue, whatever the case may be, do it and go for it and or go full throttle. Go big.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't want to be, if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to be chicken about it. Like, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. And that's why I didn't go towards the honey blonde, just because I had a little bit of doubt in my heart when it came to just that to my natural hair when I'm still in the process, of just like learning my hair. So I don't want to have to start over the learning process with having to maintain colored hair yet. I don't think I'm advanced or there yet, but maybe burgundy. My birthday is, a few months away. The burgundy might be a go, but like it would be big for sure.
Um, but yeah, that concludes everything. I appreciate these. Okay, so I'm starting this new trend now where you read words of wisdom on raw whenever you're doing it. So, and leave words of wisdom that we can take with us for today in your Instagram so we can follow you.
Absolutely. I think I'll just keep it very, very simple. Won't get too deep into it, but be patient with yourself. And we talked about being patient with your hair. That also applies to just you as a person, and you are going to be growing and evolving every single day. Be patient with yourself. Practice that patience with yourself. You are practicing your faith. I will say in God, because that is what I believe in, but you're just practicing your faith in your your future, and that everything is going to work out. Don't try to rush anything. Don't try to fit pieces that obviously not fit. Pivot accordingly, but overall be patient and enjoy your process every single
Nice. And your Instagram.
Oh, yes. My Instagram is withlove.key. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Withlove.key. Key is spelled Key.
Hey, having you here. This was great. Have you back here very soon. You're definitely going to drop this content, so you guys click on your notifications, follow us here. Just try Raw Dow. You can follow me here on Facebook, Instagram. I am Desire Bra. But yeah, we're gonna definitely keep tabs with you. I'm so happy to have you here, and thank you, Mucho.
Absolutely, like David was saying, they nada. Did catch that, so you're welcome.
That's an insider, guys. We're gonna drop the bloopers for that because that was really. But yeah,
you'll understand.
you'll understand when you see it. But thank you guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Get out of here. Peace.
That was dope. So Key has been back to back in here, so I definitely do appreciate her dropping those gems and talking about her own hair experience. And even I've had like braiding hair um, and how I see like other artists now, they're using like raw hair extensions and then like cutting it up and using that as like braiding hair too. So you do get to see like a lot of different things that artists are doing. And it's like really interesting to see. So I definitely do appreciate you guys. We're gonna be back here next week. Do you guys have any questions, or was there anything that you guys liked in particular, or anything you would like to see change up. Awesome, awesome. So I did have an idea. Um, I started thinking about posting my reaction to my old videos. I know XMO had given me that idea, and then like doing small Valon clips here in the metaverse. So kind of changing it from like the podcast where it's like long, but doing just like something funny and interactive here where you get to see like my old content and like my mindset at the time. So I'm definitely going to change that up now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that would be kind of a little slowdown for the podcast. So we're just going to finish up with her. But I do appreciate you ladies being here so much. Um, be out of here if you guys don't have any questions. Oh, Tiny, sorry about the message. I tried to bring you to me. It just wouldn't let me do it.